Welcome back, everyone. Last time we were here, we were able to get the stock prediction from the UI. The only thing we left off without touching was maybe a couple of UI updates that we have to do before we continue with this application. So in this video, I just want to do that and get that fixed up before we continue. So right now, when we go to Home, Advisor, and we go to the stock prediction here, it looks okay, but I want to go back here, back to the prediction page, and we still have, for example, like the loading state that is not being used, and I want to take care of that, and maybe a little bit of touches on the CSS as well. So let's scroll down to the form, and I notice here, maybe you didn't make this mistake, but I misspelled the type name here. So if we got a dash here to set the padding correctly, so now that looks a little bit smaller, and it looks more in the right space, let's say. And also in the map, let's say when we add a new stock here, I want to make that a little bit more visible. So we're just gonna add to this div here. Let's just add a text dash to Excel, or maybe, I think that's fine. Semi-bold, I think that's fine. We can add to the H1, maybe a margin bottom of 10. Fine. And if I keep adding IBM, that's fine. Looks good like that. It's more visible and now has enough space around all the different elements. Cool. So the next thing I want to do, let's bring in the use effect. And with the use effect, let's create a ref here. Say input ref equals use ref. Come on. We can just pass a null in here. And what is it saying right now? Use effect. I didn't import the right one. Use ref. There we go. Use ref. Okay, that's fine. We create the ref. Let's add this ref to the input. So in the input, we can just say ref equals input ref. And actually I need the use effect as well. So we just pass the reference to this input. So I just want to focus on the input. So let's bring anyways the use effect. So we can call the use effect when the page first loads. So we're going to just pass it in here, and we're going to call the input ref dot current, make sure that's true, and then dot focus function here. And what it's saying, focus is not, oh, okay, so current dot, oops, why is this keep doing that? Let's do again, dot focus. And what it's saying here, input ref is possibly no. Okay, so let's just do, yeah, let's just keep it like this, focus, and we can do a type here and say there's going to be a type HTML input element. And that's it. Now if we go back to home, go back to our advisor, and I will focus on the input right away. Cool. That works. And then for the loading, let's just scroll down to where we're already setting the loading state to true here. And then if we got a message, we set it to false, or if we got the prediction, we set it to false. So we're just not using the state variable. So we're gonna scroll down to the button in here, and let's use the loading in here. So let's go inside of the get prediction button here, and then we're going to say curly brackets, if loading is true, then we want to show a loading icon here, so we can import at the top. We could do a import, and let's do arrow. Let's do what's in it, arrow path icon, arrow path icon from hero icons, and let's copy the name, scroll back down, and we're going to show that component here. And now let's set a class name to this. So right now let's save it. Right now we don't see it because it's only going to be a render if we are loading, if we're fetching the data. But let's add a class name here, and then we're going to pass the size -6, margin right -2, and we're gonna do animate spin. And I think that should do it. Let's try to do a prediction, and let's do get prediction. Okay, let's just do, oh, we need to style this as well a little better. So let's just do, maybe we can set this here to be a flex container. What if we do flex? Then we can do, let me see, flex. Let's actually just have a div. Let's see, we have a div in here. So let's grab everything here, cut it, create a div, put it inside the div. Now this div, class name on this one, flex, and then we can do justify center in here. Now let's do another prediction, IBM, added, get prediction. There we go. That looks better. Cool. So we got the focus, we got the UI so far looking better. Now for the prediction, let's just do for the prediction item, let's work on this task here so we can style this a little bit better. And let's do, to split this up a little bit, let's go to the prediction item. Let's just add a class name here. And we're gonna create a custom prediction dash item. So this way we can just go back to the CSS globals in here, and we can create a custom class dot prediction dash item. And here we're gonna do a, let's do something for the H1, and we're also going to do for the rest of the headers. So H2, 3, and then I want for the paragraph that we're rendering. So it's gonna be the paragraph, the H3, and the H2. So these are going to look similar, but that way we're going to have something more definitive in here. So we can come back and update this if this is something we want to update later on. So let's do add apply. And for this, we're going to do P-5 text-5XL. And then we're gonna do text dash gray 200. And then we're gonna do font dash bold. And then I'm gonna copy this down to keep it at text for Excel for this one. And I'm gonna leave the rest just like that. Copy this one down. The H3, we're gonna make it 3XL. Okay, and the paragraph, copy this down, and then let's just keep the same but not bold like this, so it can look a little bit closer to the other ones. All right, so now this is overflowing here, but basically this is what we have to for now. Let's just close that up, come back to, we already did everything we needed to do here in the prediction item, which is add our custom class to the section. And then we're back in here. Let's go all the way up to the JSX here. And instead of saying screen, we're just gonna say full in here. There we go. Cool. Stock price prediction, IBN. Okay, these two are kind of like similar. That's fine. Latest close price, latest trend, prediction for opening day, and analysis. All right, looks good so far. So this is everything I wanted to update in here before we go into the next video. So let's do one more for Apple again. Added prediction, we got the loading state, and we got the prediction here. All right, looking good. So this is it for this one. In the next video, we're probably going to get started in a new service. So maybe we do the sentiment analysis next, and we'll continue building this application. See you there.